Ghost in the Shell is an action shooter released on PlayStation in 1997 for both the US and Japan, Europe later seeing its release the following year during July of 1998. Its development journey took a year and a half to complete. Further games have been released, such as Standalone Complex for PS2 and even Standalone Complex First Assault on Steam before being pulled only a year after its initial release. Plenty of games based on media floats out there, but this one has a little place in my heart. It's actually good. This game was how I learned about Ghost in the Shell as a kid, back when physical game rentals were a thing. Ghost in the Shell is based on a manga, and the story and art design was done by the author of the franchise's manga, Masamune Shiro, with the probably recognisable Hiroyuki Kitakubo helping with the storyboard, movie direction, and screenplay. Toshihiro Kawamoto, known for his hand in making Cowboy Bebop, helped with the character design and acted as animation supervisor. Ghost in the Shell follows an unknown rookie lending a hand to Public Security Section 9, whom the player controls entirely throughout the game's events, where an investigation into the Human Liberation Front is conducted due to a series of destructive events happening at their hands.
So they want to liberate us, huh?
We see the original gang in cutscenes and mission briefings.
Man, those are bad odds. Let's forget it and bail out of here, Major. Too late.
Which you too will recognize if you have so much as glanced at the franchise. The game's story can be summarized pretty simply. Major Kusanagi sends her team and the rookie on various missions as a test of their skill and general aid, to try and get rid of any threats happening around various locations. There are 12 missions in total, and all are fairly short. You can easily breeze through this game in about 30 minutes or less. You play as the rookie inside a machine called the Fujikoma, capable of walking and sliding along the ground, on walls and even ceilings. Its basic concept works very well. The gameplay is simple but tight. Press any D-pad button to walk or back up in any direction, press R1 or L1 to slide side to side, and hold both to sprint forward across flat surfaces. You will have to release these buttons to climb, where you can easily continue after. The Fujikoma can shoot and use bombs by using square and circle respectively. You can press and hold the shoot button to build up a bar, and release when it's filled to send rockets on the offense. This is handy if you aren't quite confident or able to reach an enemy that's higher than you. Jumping is your other basic command, letting you reach said enemies, cling onto walls, and hop off wherever the rookie clings onto. While enemies would act as you expect, there is a stun animation that happens when the rookie gets shot. It will break you out of building the rocket gauge. Ensuring safety from enemy fire is necessary to keep using this ability. Hitting the select button will allow you to enter first person mode and vice versa. This is useful if you want to see where mines are landing more closely than in third person mode. Lastly, you can bump into some bosses to deal bonus damage. Be aware that this will injure the rookie as well, so make sure you have enough health in hand. The Fujikoma isn't something we really saw in later games or anything, and it's a shame. They're genuinely fun to roam around in. Shiro will be bringing them back in the 2026 anime adaptation, and thanks to the tight controls and being able to manage which direction the Fujikoma goes in while airborne, it comes together perfectly. The training level has multiple ending cutscenes packed in for when you fail, succeed but don't remove every target, a congratulations cutscene for perfecting the run through, and you might also possibly see some based on other separate factors like grade.
You're the new guy that messed up the Fujikomas. Job security's nice, but give me a break and be more careful next time.
Everything is as you would expect from levels, with exception of a water level, even then it's still a rail level, and the last mission. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed one morning and implemented some tricky platforming all of a sudden. If you fail, game over. You have multiple continues, however, to try again. If you manage to play through all the levels without perishing, you get a little reward after the end credits. The OST was created in part with Takeo Ishino, and also sorry by the way for butchering everybody's names, just one of the artists still making music. Other artists include The Advent, Westbam, Derek May, and many more. 90s techno fits the mood exactly of this game, and I still listen to Ghost in the Shell soundtrack on the occasion. It was chosen with careful consideration. We hear the intro's music again at one stage, which is the most iconic of all tracks included. Some songs are chill enough, then it briefly amps up when we are close to tailing the big bad. For art, cutscenes were obviously well made and fit flawlessly into the game. Kusanagi hasn't looked as close to her original version in years, besides artwork promoting the 2026 adaptation. They're as fluid as it can be on the PS1, and would look perfect on an old CRT TV. Like any PS1 game, everything was created with a 1:1 ratio in mind. Lots of care and detail went into every frame, and I have nothing but praise for the artwork involved. A cheat code exists in case you want to see any more cutscenes that you may have missed. You'll likely find it with a simple online search, but just in case you haven't, it's in the description for you to use. Though it seems simple, and it is, the gameplay is why I come back. There aren't enough games like it that follow a short burst of entertainment in this way, especially when discarding a hiccup in Mission 12. It seems like more people are finding this, and I encourage you to give it a shot. Ghost in the Shell has been praised by numerous outlets and stands at an 8 out of 10 on IGN and 88% according to Hyper. I won't give the ending to the story away since it's such a short game, but you can probably guess where it's going anyway. Ghost in the Shell isn't without its fair share of criticism, however. The playstyle is incredibly repetitive and the levels aren't that hard, even if you're trying to learn enemy patterns. Needless to mention, the story isn't going to change, and while a short burst is great, a short experience mixed with reputation won't please some people. Nevertheless, consider giving this title a shot if anything here has piqued your interest. And some events included are even reminiscent of those from the movie. And thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider dropping a like and maybe even subscribing. And if this wasn't for you, dislike it to see less videos like this one. Here's hoping the 2026 anime will be good. Until next time.
I'm surprised someone can show an impressive fight even though he's been on the beat.
Well, excuse me for not being flashy.